What is going on, YouTube? It is your host Sean, also known as the Prophet of Profit, and today I have the first episode of many I plan on bringing you in this series called the Midweek Market Overview. So in this series, I pretty much just plan on showing you the big runners that have happened so far this week, some good trading ideas for this week, and some situations I found myself in, and some trading techniques I use in those situations. So if you guys have any feedback on how I could improve this series or any of my videos, just leave the comment down below. It will help a lot. With that, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, guys. If any of you have not been paying attention to the market the past 2 months, it is pretty evident, with the likes of AIM, iBio, APT, AHPI, the list goes on and on. What kind of stocks are running? And it's not only the vaccine companies, but it realistically is any coronavirus related stock. If it gets good volume and the sentiment is there, has ran a lot. And with that, this week is literally no different. We're going to be taking a look first here at SG blocks. The ticker symbol for this one is SGBX. I'm pretty sure they're like a mobile hospital. They make like P-Pod hospital units. I'm not even quite sure. But it was a low float stock with coronavirus related news. And wow, guys, I cannot even begin to say how much this market does not care when a coronavirus low float stock gets volume. Because on Monday, this stock was at a low of 145, and on Tuesday night, it hit 1275, a high of 1275. I got in this trade, I'll show you right here, 118% trade. Wow, and it was a day trade, and I got out in the 12s. It was absolutely, it was incredible, absolutely incredible, and I knew this because I know these low float coronavirus stocks are running. Literally, though, it's crazy. It was the same thing with APT, AHPI, iBio, etc., etc., etc. Once these stocks get going, these coronavirus stocks, and the FOMO kicks in, they just rocket until they're either hit with an offering or it gets the run is so parabolic that at one point it just has to dump down. You know what I mean? So yeah, this week's big winner was SGBS x SG block. So congrats to them. Congrats if you were in that. We'll get into the next one here. The next stock I was actually looking at was TMDI. I also got into a nice trade here, although I decided to hold overnight, which was a horrible idea, but you live and you learn, So what ended up happening with TMDI is that they released their financial earnings on Monday for 2019, and when they did this, their CEO in the call actually ended up saying that they were working towards fixing the coronavirus, some type of bullshit. That's honestly what it was. They said the word COVID-19, and in this age, if you have good technicals or are low flow and get some volume, in this day and age, that is what is going to result in a 200-300% runner, much like the case of TMDI this week, which on Monday went from a low of around 15, 16, 17 cents to a high of 45 cents at one point in the day. I actually ended up, like I said, I held overnight, so I only made a little bit of money off this, but it was a crazy move, and I hope some of you ended up getting in it. So the next stock we are going to be looking at is yet another low float coronavirus runner. This ticker symbol is AIM. The special thing about this ticker symbol is this was actually one of the stocks that I mentioned in my State of the Stock Market video that I posted about 5 or 6 days ago. And this ticker symbol, this stock ended up running to about 340s from about a low of 2 on Monday. So this is a stock you need to keep your eye on, because this could very well shoot over 10 again, in my opinion. Knowing its flow and knowing its history, not that long ago it ran from literally $1 to $8.75 in the span of a few days. It was crazy. So this is a ticker symbol to keep your eye on, and one that did very well this week. Those are just some of the notable coronavirus stocks that have done very well this week. There is more, of course. One to mention is eCore. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I had this PR. and it actually shot up like over 90% after hours today. It also had another PR earlier in the week in a pump, which shot it way over $2. So that's a stock to keep an eye on. And it's also worth mentioning that today, Thursday, April 2nd, Trump tweeted this out. Pretty much what this means is that oil should start to recover, and in fact, U.S. oil actually did see like a 17%, like 20% bounce today. So that's actually very good news to keep an eye on. Now, before I end this video, there's just 2 stocks that I want to mention for you guys that I think you guys should keep on watch, because these stocks could potentially go big like some of the previous stocks I've mentioned in this video. So these 2 ticker symbols are I and O, and so I and O is due to start their human trials for their coronavirus vaccine, and they will be announcing that press release this month. So when that comes out, I expect it to bounce big. And ALT, because it's a coronavirus stock and it has a tiny float and could potentially run big with any type of PR. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Any feedback by any of you is greatly appreciated on how I could improve these videos. So I hope all of you have a great day. Trade safely, of course, and let's go make some money.